Aloha guys, Maly here from Discover the Big Island Real Estate. I'm here with my friend Phil Killicoma. And we just wanted to share a couple of things with you guys as far as how did we make Phil's transition happen to the Big Island of Hawaii. He is a Kauai resident. He lives on the island of Kauai. And we've been looking for property for quite some time. Do you want to share a little bit about...
Well, I've been looking for about a year, but back on Kauai, things wasn't going as good. So then, this is my goal. I flew down here. We talked about my goals and what my needs are, and she started looking for about 4 or 5 months now. Then she finally made it happen. So.
Well, I thank you so much, Phil. I think, the journey, there's a lot of people looking to buy real estate in Hawaii. And sometimes buyers are getting discouraged because things are going so fast.
Yes.
So I think being ready right off the bat, having your list as a priority, like, okay, I need to have number 1, number 2, number 3. And then when the right property pops up, you're ready. You're ready to roll. You have all of your finances ready if you're doing cash, or if you're doing conventional loan, you're like, boom, here's my pre-approval letter. Let's go.
Yeah, that's the number one thing. Your finances in line, so that when it's ready to happen, it'll happen quick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What led us also to your success was that when the property became available, within the hour, we were already, inquiring, getting into the property. The agent, she was getting calls already. So I was like the first one to get in there. I was able to get, drone photography, video photography, all the works. We have talked about doing sight unseen before, and Phil, you were a little bit reluctant. Sight unseen is not easy, but it became like a trust exercise.
Yes.
Right? You had to really, trust that I had your best interests at heart. And so when the property came on the market, like, we were the first ones to get in there. And, within 4 hours, the agent already had an offer presented to her clients, and we made it happen. We were able to get things going very quickly, but because we acted fast. If you're not on island and you do not have representation, that piece of the puzzle is going to become very hard.
Yes, you have to get trust in your agent.
And have one, right?
Yeah,
and have one and trust your agent, right?
Yes.
Because it's going to be really hard if you're really wanting to make things happen. You don't have representation. You don't have a way to get into the unit. The seller's agent is representing the seller. They don't represent you by any means, unless, there's something officially that states otherwise. But, at that time, you're just basically just winging it. There shouldn't be a reason why you wouldn't get a buyer's agent. The seller is already paying the commission to bring in the buyer. So, it's really a no-brainer.
Yes, so no, don't go into it without a representative, a realtor, because, she's your eyes and ears for you. So, and then, like I say, you communicate with her all the good and the bad. Don't only communicate with her the good. You have to communicate the bad so that she knows what you're thinking and what is your goals are. So
And I think that's very true because there's so many properties, there's so many neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. And even though you're local, right? I mean, you live in the Hawaii Islands, but perhaps Kona wasn't, you don't know it like Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
So we had to do a lot of navigation through neighborhoods, a lot of exploration. There were a lot of questions, and I feel, and I'm not speaking for you, but these are what I think. You had a solid understanding of where you wanted to go and live right after you saw all the other neighborhoods that didn't work out, that were kind of not on your top list.
Yeah.
So we kind of pinpointed the search. onto a neighborhood. And then when a property became available there, guess what happened? We were ready.
We were ready for it.
We were so ready. And so I think that played a huge factor onto Phil's success. The fact that the property became available. Also, we spent a little more than you wanted.
Yes.
Right? But because our market is going like this.
Yeah, the market it's a seller's market right now.
It is a seller's market. So you might at the moment start with a budget in mind, but then 3-4 months later.
3-4 months later, you have to prepare to go up.
That's just how things are at the moment. And so I think in your circumstance, we got the property that you wanted. It fits many of the boxes that you have expressed to me that you wanted, location-wise, size-wise, views. It just fits, right?
Yes.
yes. It fits very nicely. And so, now he's in the stage of like just decorating and, your modification of the property also, like you're just enhancing it at this point. But, the search is done. So also, Phil was working under a time frame. And so I made sure to meet that deadline that he wanted to accomplish. That is also a huge communication factor that you have to include your agent on that conversation. If you're working within a time frame, you're obviously being placed on a separate priority list because yes, I do have many clients that are just looking, but I have other clients that have to meet deadlines. 1031 exchangers are ones that they go. It's like you have to make it happen for them. Your other set of priorities that you had, we had to meet the deadlines as we were able to do so. But you also have to work with an agent that is doing this full time. If this person doesn't do it full time and if they just do it on the side, most likely those deadlines may not be met because the agent, they just have to be on whatever is coming up available on the market.
Yeah, it's a lot of research. So
it's a lot of research, and like I said, you just when the property pops up, you just have to be ready with all your ducks in the row. For us, our offer was already, we already had it formatted, It was like, Maly, same as the ones before because we did place multiple offers. We were placing offers and, for some reason or another, things were just not working out. But things are possible. We can make it happen. But, we have to continue, keep on,
Yes, it just, you got to make sure, just pick one and you got to look at it. And then, of course, you have to, hire guys to inspect the house and stuff. So, that's number one thing. Get a trusted guy.
How was your experience with your inspector, the person that inspected the property?
It's one thing. I hired him 3 times. So by the 3rd time, he knew what I was looking for, and so he was real good, real excellent. I would recommend him any day. I would, he's very honest, on top of it.
Right.
He's not afraid to get dirty. So, that's the kind of people you need. You don't want somebody just walking around your house and say, "Oh, it looks okay." No, he gets right in there, and climbing in the roof, walking all through that. What you call it? The in the ceiling. Not afraid to get dirty. So you need that kind of inspectors for you. Yeah, he inspects thoroughly. So.
He's super good. He's super good, and he's like my top choice. His name is Todd Wayman, and I have his information. And I have other videos of him on this channel because he's just incredibly amazing. We love him.
Oh yeah, he's good. No doubt about it.
But you know what I mean? So now here goes another question. You hired him 3 times. Do you think that people should waive the inspection? Should just like not hire anybody?
I would never, never recommend, unless the house is a brand new house. Okay, then. But anytime, the house can be only 10 years old, but he still found things wrong with it. So,
Right,
so,
exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't either. And it's just something you just don't want to do in Hawaii
yes.
because there's like
There's
termites.
all termites, all different kind happening. Dry rot and all that kind of stuff. So, and
Yeah.
he inspects all that,
Right.
and he's good. Take picture, explain everything.
And I think what you love about it too was that he was able to like give you a call, or if you were here, he will give you a verbal summary of everything that he found. He will call him and be like, hey, look at this, like he's very thorough, and so that's why we love him.
Yeah, he's excellent.
He's really great. He's excellent. So now, what other recommendations do you have for people that are wanting to make the change and wanting to buy property here on the island?
Well, the number one thing is you have to decide whether you want to live on this particular island or not. I picked this island because of the fishing, and I'm on the retirement mode now. So,
Right.
so that part is good,
Right.
So, with this pandemic going, I can't go traveling, so
Cannot go anywhere.
you can't go anywhere. So you have to pick things that you do by yourself, or only a couple of people with you on the boat. So
Exactly.
so that way you enjoy yourself, and you still can live a life. That's the key to everything. Live your dream.
Oh, are you gonna miss Kauai, or you're planning on going back and forth?
As far as right now, I'm planning to do back and forth, but things can change. Things can change. If everything gets better here, I might just move here, and either rent out the house on Kauai or sell it.
Or sell it? Yeah.
But nowadays, your kids won't be able to buy, so you have to give them the option.
It is. Yeah, that is so true.
Yeah.
It is very, very, very challenging. So I'm very happy that Phil is sharing his story with you guys, because it really shows that when you put your mind to it, and when you have defined goals, and when you have the right team around you, you can totally make it happen.
Yes.
With Phil, we had the finances ready to go. We have the inspector. He had me. We had the title company ready. Like, we had all of these tools and things on the background, so that when the right property popped up, we were like just ready to roll. So I think that if you were to take something away from this conversation, will be to be ready.
Be ready. Yeah. That's a key. Be ready and have your finances in line, so that that's what the sellers they're looking for, a quick close. So you have to have all everything in order so they can have a quick close.
Right.
So sellers don't want to say, oh, you love the house, you like the house, but your finances is not in order. They'll walk away.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They'll walk
If you
away.
submit an offer without a pre-approval,
Yeah.
it's done.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even look at it because of the amount of offers that they're getting in those properties now. We've had one where there were like 20 plus offers.
20 something plus offers. And I said, oh, well.
And we were like trying to like see where we were. It was just like impossible.
Like I say, it's a
So,
seller's market.
It is a seller's market, and but takeaways, be ready. Another takeaway will be to, if you've been looking for a while, say for example a year or 8 months, your budget the budget that you had back then might not be the same
Oh, yes.
as
Like everything else goes up, it very seldom goes down.
I mean, if you want to buy right now, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we're filming this video September, and if you're wanting to make things happen this month or next month, or within this year, just know that things are continuing to go up. And we don't know when that's going to stop because demand is still there.
Oh, yeah.
So, we started with a budget, and then it just started to just go up.
Escalate.
And every time we will have that conversation. And I'm like, so sorry. We have to go up again. And
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You can't, you can't change it. So
no. But there's hope. I think that this is the message, for people. There's hope out there, but you just have to surround yourself with the right team. And if you want to work with me,
yes,
I'll be more than happy to guide you through that process, as I've guided Phil and many other clients that are probably watching this video. But I work really, really hard for my clients. I really make sure that they get what they want and what they deserve. But I go at it, Phil. You've seen it. So I thank you so much for sharing your experience with people. I think this is going to be very helpful for others to just see the buyer's perspective, and that buying a home in paradise is possible.
It is possible.
But you got to be ready.
Yes, you better be ready.
Phil, thank you so much again. And I so much appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And for now we say aloha. Bye, guys.